What is American music, and what does it mean to me?
Are you ready for Americana TV?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the first night of Americana. We are here live from Making Movies headquarters in Kansas City, and I'm here in LA, of course. Thanks for joining us on the first night where we're going to watch and enjoy reliving our first performance in Mexico City at the Auditorio Nacional. But we just want to take a moment and thank everybody for supporting and welcome everyone to the first night of Americana.
What's up, Diego? We're doing a thing.
¿Qué
We're
pasó?
We're doing
What's
it.
up, JC? Welcome.
Diego, good seeing you.
It's good to see you too.
This is the beginning of a journey this week. We've never done this before. We've never hosted a series of live stream events. But all of this work is focused around empowering young people to raise their voice and empowering the next generation of what is American music. And we got to remember that America is a hemisphere, right? We all ended up here through such a diverse and complex set of circumstances, but that's what makes this place beautiful, and that's what makes the music from this place so beautiful. And music has no borders. So tonight's really special, but I gotta let JC talk about it because we were in Mexico, in your patria, your homeland, your culture.
Exactly. Bueno, quiero mandar saludos a toda mi familia que están en México. Ojalá están viendo ahorita. Y como dijo Enrique, this was something so special. Honestly, I cannot wait to do it again. Just even watching that intro, this is the first time I've seen that.
Yeah, me too. I haven't seen any of that footage.
I've never seen any of the footage. So that was pretty amazing. Just remembering that moment and walking down that hallway that so many artists, legendary artists, have walked those hallways. We saw photos, autographs, and then going to stand there in front of the Virgen de Guadalupe, and that place is so magical. And it all started how many years ago when we heard about was it 3 years ago now, with when we heard Ruben shout us out at the Latin Grammys.
2017 Latin Grammys.
And that's where that whole journey kind of started. And then we get to do that 2 years later is something that I will never forget. And being able to play in front of my family there in Mexico, Ruben was he was so nice and so welcoming to my family that he actually gave them a private sound check. So if my family who's watching, you guys remember that, everybody else is gonna be super jealous that he got a
private Ruben Blades concert for just your family. Yeah, that's incredible.
So I'm so excited for everybody to see this. It will go down in Making Movies history that this was that we got to play in front of 10,000 people in Mexico, and there was Panameños there too. There was people from all over the world there at that show. So
we had a chance to invite our papa. Diego and I flew. We surprised him on like a Monday. We're like, yo, get on an airplane. You got to come to Mexico.
And it was a convergence of so many. I mean, he had told us originally that he didn't think he was going to be able to make it. So we made a bunch of phone calls to a lot of family, friends, people in Kansas City, people in Panama, and just started saying like, hey, any way you could help pitch in. We want to get our papa to this show. This might be the only time Making Movies and Ruben Blades are together at the Auditorio Nacional in Mexico City. So it all came through. People supported and allowed our papa to show up right in time for the show. He basically arrived right during sound check, caught the tail end of the sound check with Juan Carlos's family, sat down with them, and then enjoyed the show. Really special.
Well, let's give them what they came here to see.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us again tonight. This is Making Movies in Concert, live from Auditorio Nacional in Ciudad de Mexico from November 20th, 2019. John, our producer, take it away, please.
Listening to the station between the stations.
Sabe dónde un país comienza y dónde termina. Por eso esta canción va dedicada a todos ustedes y todos los que hoy sufren y han sufrido por las fronteras que hemos creado en este mundo. Decidida de blanco y confundida, y amanezco en esta pesadilla. ¿Cómo viviré con esta injusticia? No hay melodía que alivie este dolor, ni la oración que me enseñe cómo perdonar. Mil veces hasta que esté perfecta. Por un momento me olvido de la gran pena que me embarga este día. No hay poesía que alivie este dolor, ni hay religión que me lleve a perdonar. ¿Cómo perdonar? Dios tiene usted a este rey de Babilón. Nadie sabe nada. No puedo despedirme. No puedo despedirme. No puedo despedirme ni perdonar. ¿Cómo perdonar cuando el espíritu de un niño se desperdicia? ¿Cómo perdonar el acto que se secó? ¿Cómo perdonar y mi sueño se fumó? ¿Cómo Muchas gracias. Nosotros somos Making Movies. Es un honor estar aquí. Cuando uno piensa, van a pensar en las cosas que están pasando en la frontera entre México y los Estados Unidos. Uno a veces comienza a pensar que tal vez este mundo es una locura colectiva. Oye, amor, ¿cómo fue tu día? Que todavía viste por la avenida. No sé si viste la última noticia que el mundo se va a acabar. Esta vez no es mentira. Disculpa, amor, la línea se cortó. No creerás lo que yo he visto. No es un tren, es una pesadilla. Todos unidos bailan la locura colectiva. Esa locura colectiva. Señor, por favor, ven aquí, déjame hacerte una pregunta, ven. Oye, viejo, cuéntame de tu vida, Dios te dio lo que tú merecías, llegaste como tuyo al fin de tu día, una más te tiro como un cao a la locura colectiva. Locura colectiva. En México, Oye Dios, ¿qué sientes ahí arriba? Imagino que te encanta la vista. Ver al ser humano como hormigas, no sé si oíste la última noticia que en realidad digo tú eres una. Oye tú eres una. Tú eres una mentira. Causa de esta locura colectiva, todos en serio. Recé, a ver, que nada cambie. Recé, a ver, que nada cambie. Hay cosas que tienen que cambiar, pero si no tenemos la justicia, no hay nada cambia, pero ya basta de rezar y rezar, sin despertarnos y luchar por la verdad, pero aquí en el Auditorio Nacional, aunque antes de este sol llega a sonar, quiero recordar la palabra maestro que dice siembra, siembra para cosechar, siembra y nada cambia, pelao, siembra, nada cambia, pelao, Gonzalo, ataca.
Let's see John's hands.
Estamos vivos.
Oh man, locura colectiva at Auditorio Nacional. That was a great solo, JC.
Thank you very mucho. I don't even. I blacked out.
Yeah, it's crazy to feel like, I mean, the whole show, we just showed you the first two songs. The whole show is 35 minutes long, and on stage that feels like a blip. Like, it feels like you barely got started. I don't remember anything of what I played at all. Watching the show is the only time that I actually even can see like, oh, that's what we looked like, that's what we sounded like. That's pretty awesome.
You know, for me, like I try to use just like tricks. Like I trick myself into being present. So the trick that I thought of for that night was to write a new verse at the end of Locura Colectiva, and I wrote it with my papa. We were just writing it. You know, aquí en el Auditorio Nacional, antes que este song llegue a su final, like here at the Auditorio Nacional, before the song gets to an end, I want to remind you of the words that our great teacher told us, siembra, you know, I'm referring to Ruben. So I wrote this pretty nice verse about an hour before walking on stage, and walked on stage with the lyrics and totally flubbed the whole thing because I didn't know it. And you know, it was supposed to be so that I would not just be so nervous and excited and anxious and overwhelmed that I forget to like live in the moment, you know, to actually be there. I don't know if I recommend it. I don't know if I recommend walking
Yeah,
on
you
stage.
were really living it. You were living in the moment. Like, oh, I don't remember what I'm supposed to sing right now.
I don't.
There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
more presence you could have.
No, that was it. So speaking of being in the moment, this is, I think, the beautiful moment to invite our drummer, the one and only Duncan, the young almighty, into this conversation.
Hey,
What's up,
There he is,
Duncan?
Duncan.
Yeah, hey, what's up? It's Young Almighty in the building. How you feeling? I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling good. Come on, let's go. You already know. What's up?
So Duncan, we lived a thing. Like we were traveling, we were touring, we were doing the thing before Auditorio, right? We had a string of shows, then it drops us in, fly to Mexico. And you've never traveled internationally, is that right? It was the first time you ever had a passport. Is that something like that?
First time in my whole family somebody got a passport and a reason to use it. Come on, it was a wild time going to Mexico.
But then it was wild too. I remember the food. I remember I don't remember there was like that great taqueria, like late night hipster place. It was like tacos de albóndiga. It was like a meatball with a hard boiled egg inside, and then it had mezcal shots with the salt that's from the worms, whatever that fancy salt is that's made out of.
I
worms.
didn't eat no food,
Mhm.
none. All the food was coming out of me the whole time. It was in a violent way. Okay, that's what I remember. That's what I remember from the show. I was like, I was throwing up. I had the, what do they call that?
The Montezuma's Revenge.
Montezuma's Revenge.
Come on, he got me. Okay, Young Almighty got taken, but I overcame, and I
You
made a
did.
movie because I'm in the band making movies. You know.
Yeah, we were worried, man. I was worried that Duncan was.
Yeah, we were worried. Well, I was your room. I'm your roommate,
Yeah.
Duncan, and I was, yeah, man. I had my no, I had like seriously, my primos there in Mexico City had to bring medicine, and they brought a bunch of stuff for Duncan. So, saludos a mis primos si están viendo.
Yeah. Hey, the
Muchas
people
gracias
came
por la
through.
medicina,
Making
because
movies is
yeah, it
truly a
was
family.
We are.
Yeah, it
Truly a
was.
family, man.
It was a little
they,
rough.
They came through. And even in that, when we seen that walk-up clip, I heard myself say, like, man, this is the best I felt in 3 days, bro. And because being on the road 2 months, it was my first time ever being out on the road, ever traveling, doing anything that long at that level. And then traveling internationally for the first time just changed my life. I had a wonderful experience, but my body was not prepared. My mind and spirit were, but my body was not. But I'm grateful that we made it. And like, I don't remember anything that's on this TV, but it looks so beautiful. So thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity. It's been wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You crushed it. You really did.
Yeah, you'll see later. You'll see later. Duncan crushing it.
For sure. So I'm gonna take a quick little moment and explain the premise of this week. So this is just the warm up. This is not the pinnacle yet for us, for our band's journey. This might be the most beautiful, important show we've ever played. But this is just the warm up of a wonderful week. Tonight, you can support artist mentorship. You can support it by donating at americana.tv. You can also text to give 816-208-9494. You can text Americana. That's Americana with a K. And all of that goes directly to artist mentorship. What is artist mentorship? It's a not-for-profit that we started. Really, we started the work 9 years ago, but finally took the time to make it a not-for-profit organization that is empowering young people. And that's what the rest of the week is truly about. Tomorrow night, there's a webinar that we want to give those musicians, our fans, our friends, a taste of what we've been doing with these young people since COVID. So if you want to talk to artists like Joe Black, Steve Berlin, or Tim Anderson, Steve Berlin is our mentor. We owe him so much. He gave us so many insights that allowed us to start this career and to learn about what it means to really make music. Tim Anderson is a new friend through the Greeting Committee, but he's worked with Billie Eilish, and he's worked with John Legend. He's worked with Tyler, the Creator, all kinds of amazing people. So if you want to learn from these folks, just sign up. Join us in the room. Again, you can sign up at americana.tv. And this is just to give a taste of the work that we do with these young people. Friday night, 8 p.m. Central, you'll really get to experience this work. These young people have put together, these young artists, these young creators have put together beautiful, gorgeous music for you all. And then Saturday is the world premiere of something we're calling Americana Television. This is a living documentary. It'll take many shapes and sizes.
Beautiful.
It's built for you all to enjoy, but it's also built so that we can use these conversations and teachers can use them way after we're gone to teach where this music comes from for these young people. That's the most important thing. Music grounds us. It tells us about who we are as a people. And if we use it in that way, if we really allow it to teach us, it can not only enlighten us, ground us, but also bring us together. And we need that more than ever. So that's what this week is all about. But I don't want to yap too much. Let's hop into another song. But while this song is happening, we'd love to invite you all to comment. If you have any questions about the Auditorio Nacional experience, it could be about Duncan's bowels. It could be about our set list, what we were feeling, what we were thinking. Drop it in the comments during Amor de mis Amores, and we will we'll bring you all in. We'll answer the questions that you bring on there. So thank you all so much. I hope keep enjoying the show, and we'll be right back.
I was sitting there and I was like, I thought you were about to cue a video game and then just like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's on me. I'll do this video at the next break. There's no
Reina de mis días, te entregué todos mis temores, te entregué toda la vida, te cultivé como un árbol bien plantado, te eché agua todos los días. Pero no echaste raíces y esas flores de mentira. Oye, amor de mis amores, qué trampa es la vida. Voy a morir llorando, voy a morir sufriendo después del horror de verte con otro. Porque viví llorando, porque viví sufriendo, mejor morir que verte con otro querer, amor de mis amores. Y amor de mis amores, qué trampa es la vida. Tengo la suerte de los pobres. Temores, ha llegado este día, voy a morir llorando, voy a morir sufriendo después del horror de verte con otro querer, porque viví llorando, porque sigues llorando, sufriendo, no puedes vivir sin mí. No digas más mentiras, amor de mis amores. Vivimos en los Estados Unidos y por eso a veces escribimos canciones en inglés para comunicar con el público en los Estados Unidos sobre nuestra identidad latina. Y la música para nosotros fue una nave que nos enseñó tantas cosas de nuestra identidad. Y esta próxima canción la escribimos para que sea una nave allá en los Estados Unidos. Esta canción se llama The Wake of the Fall. No me quiero ir del escenario. Esta es nuestra última canción. Esta canción la escribimos con el maestro Rubén Morales. Y él nos dio una poesía que nos inspira a todos a alzar nuestras voces, porque hay un poder inmenso en alzar nuestras voces. Esta canción se llama No te calles. Somos Making Movies. Un abrazo fuerte a todos. Los queremos mucho, México. Buscando una verdad. cualquier pueblo, cualquier ciudad en este mundo, hay más personas que creen en la justicia que las personas que creen en la injusticia. Así que si todos alzamos nuestras voces, vamos a tener muchas personas en común. Así que en México quiero practicar esto. Quiero practicar un poquito esta noche. Voy a practicar cantando una nota. Vamos a cantar. Pero todos juntos. Pero vamos a cantar con la intención de qué cambio quieres ver en este mundo. ¿Están listos, México? ¿Podemos cantar juntos? La nota otra vez. Respira profundo, voy a contar a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Era buena práctica. Lo vamos a hacer una vez más. Esta vez quiero que canten quiero que griten la nota, pero con la intención de un cambio que quieren ver en este mundo. México, ¿están listos? No estoy seguro si están listos. Quiero que todos canten con nosotros. Vamos a respirar profundamente.
Tell me who, bro. Line them up.
All right, it's been so long since we've had a chance to do this. All right, so everybody,
Haciendo películas in the building. Let's go.
Duncan, let's get everybody together. So I just realized that it's been so many months since we've gotten to rock out with people. So if you're home and you're just watching this and you're taking the time to spend your evening with us, on the count of 4, let's all just flip out and go crazy.
Because we know we're all feeling
feeling a little pent up right now. All right, on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, that feels a little good. I've missed concerts. All right, Diego, we had some questions. We got to answer some questions. Is that right?
Yes. So let's see. I saw Ramses asked a wonderful question. Said,
Ramses.
we know Ramses from Houston. He said, I'm sure you have a little downtime with COVID. How have you guys been staying busy / entertained? Who wants to go?
Woo!
I've been staying busy with artist mentorship, working super hard to build an organization since this, the universe has given me this time not on tour to build an organization, and decorating.
That's a good one. Yeah. I mean, we've just been working on our new album.
That's right.
We're working on a new album. We've been in Memphis, and that's also going to be super exciting to share with everybody. And just kind of creating this time that we've been off. Diego?
Yeah, I've gotten to hang out with some different people. I got to play some gigs here, some COVID-friendly gigs with Las Cafeteras. Been networking, I feel like, is how I've expanded and trying to play with other people. Not because I'm leaving the band, but because I miss playing with people and being in LA and being isolated with stay at home. I don't get to see you guys every week anymore, so we can't get together. So I scratch that itch that way.
Duncan?
Man, I have been living the dream because I'm a drummer in the band making movies. I also recently started a YouTube, Duncan Burnett in real life, shameless plug. Check it out. You dig what I'm saying? And I've been producing for the homie Lava Dreams. That's my people. And then, did I say that I play in the band making movies and we just played in front of Mexico City in front of 10,000 people? Because that's really what I've been doing. I'm so grateful. And, it's been wonderful, guys. It's been so wonderful. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
I
Duncan.
feel like, yeah, thanks for that, Duncan. I was going to say that, one of the questions that came up was what kind of reception did we get in Mexico? And I wanted to just start by thinking back to all the different ways that people receive our music. It's weird to know that our music is influenced by Latin America, but they see us as an American export. We're the American version of Latino rock and roll. It's not something that would have happened had we stayed in Latino America or if the band had formed there.
The reception is beautiful. I remember Ruben Blades praying for us backstage before the show. And then after the show, we stood outside and took pictures, and we stood there for about 20, 30 minutes straight, and people were just walking up, giving us hugs and taking photos. And man, I was a real rock star for about, 2 hours, it was great.
I think that too, like, Ruben's road manager, Daniel Eisenberg, when we walked off stage, he looked at me and he goes, "Estaban prendidos," which means they were all lit up, which is not normal. People, the Ruben Blades shows, people really want to see him, and they kind of don't care who's on the opener. So it's a tough crowd in a way. But the other part that I remember is the interviews in Mexico. Like, that's the point of Americana, is to say that, like, the concept of American music has not been, it's not very well represented, or it doesn't represent us very well. When people say Americana music, they exclude Latino music, they exclude a lot of Black American music, and when we have interviews in the U.S., there's a lot of times where they're just like, "Oh, you're a Latino band," and can be very dismissive or just really ignorant about our music. But in Mexico, the interviewers, they had dug into the lyrics, they had dug into the message, they understood what was happening rhythmically, what was happening harmonically, and like they would say things like, "Oh, you guys are a psychedelic band with Afro-Cuban rhythms and stuff like that." Like, yeah, you listened, nice, you understood.
Yeah,
what it
people
is.
in Mexico understand music in a world, like in a world sense, and I think that's what, when we go down there, hopefully when we go down there again soon, that's what having the platform that we just had with doing the show with Ruben will only help us the next time we go down there. And I see that there's somebody on YouTube, Diego Cruz Fernández de Córdoba, que dice muchos saludos desde la Ciudad de México. Muchos saludos. Muchas gracias, Diego. Y ojalá nos vemos muy pronto ahí cuando regresemos a la Ciudad de México.
Hey,
Claro que sí.
tocayo. Every Diego I've ever met is a good person, so that's good.
Everyone except for one for me.
Oh, sure.
I'm just kidding.
Classic.
Any more questions, hermanito Diego?
We'll take one more question.
Oh, yeah. Tesoro asks, can you tell us your favorite memory from this experience?
Oh.
I think that I think that moment right when I walked off stage and Daniel looked at me and goes, "Estaban prendidos." I knew we'd done it. That we got on that stage and we were successful. That was probably my favorite moment because there's a lot of work leading up to that moment.
Yeah, I think the whole experience was just. It's hard to just put one specific moment because I think, well, I guess one real good moment, like I said in the beginning of the show, was that my family was there, and that was something special. So that probably, I guess, if I had to put something or say something about that, that would probably be the moment.
Yeah, it was really, really beautiful to see your family all together, and even to have our papa. Like our papa being there by himself would have been awesome too, but it was really cool because our families have come together over the years, and
Yeah.
for him
Oh
to
yeah,
see
your
the show and
papa's
experience
your
that
papa's another
alongside
papa
your family was special for me too.
for sure.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
papas are good
yeah.
friends.
The
They're
two
tocayos.
Enriques.
Nova Cuatro.
Duncan dropped off here. Let me bring him back in here. Young Almighty, you there? Oh, hold on. Little delay here.
Well, so as we talk about this, so this whole week today was a warm up. So for those of you who are tuned in, tomorrow night you can be a part of the webinar with Steve Berlin, our producer, Tim Anderson. There's also a second half of the webinar is about funding your dreams. So in COVID, it's difficult as for artists. It's difficult for all of us and to get through this, but there are resources and there are ways to maximize the opportunities out there. And we wanted to give an educational opportunity. It's totally free. You can sign up at americana.tv or at artistmentorship.org. Either website can point you to the sign up link. So please, if you're an artist and you're looking for a way to get inspired and a way to maybe connect to more resources, join us. Friday night at 8 p.m. Central, there's going to be an amazing concert, virtual concert, put together by these young artists that we've been working with through Art as Mentorship. And they're collaborating with musicians like the Greeting Committee, like Kevin Morby, Samia, the Black Creatures, Luke Winslow King,
Nina
Diaz. And these are world-class artists working with youth here to help empower them. So tune in on Friday night. And last but not least, the world premiere of Americana TV on Saturday. And this is a conversation about what American music is and what it represents. And it's really profound. I think it's the most powerful thing that we've ever worked on. Honestly, even more profound than any record we've made or any song we've made, because the message is so real and so ready. It's so timely.
Honest.
Yeah, it's really honest about where we're at as a people and using music to tell that story. If you want to support this work, you can text to give 816-208-9494. So you text Americana to that with a K, 816-208-9494. And if you text to give, you're entered to win a raffle prize. There's going to be four amazing prizes. One includes a Black Sabbath box set. There's a prize that includes massage. I just had an amazing massage by Celeste Aguirre and
I'm going to
Relief
text
Muscle.
so I can see if I can win that massage.
Yeah, you should text. You should donate because the massage is amazing. Relief Muscle massage. There's also autographed Taylor Swift CDs.
What?
Believe it or not, Taylor Swift CDs autographed.
Wow.
And we have Nick and Jake's gift card. Tons of stuff, and that will end at Friday night at midnight. So text to give anytime between now and Friday night at midnight. You're entered to win one of these amazing raffles.
Is there a specific amount they need to donate for this raffle?
Yeah, like if you text to give more than $20.
Gotcha.
But the value of each raffle prize is over $200. So we really appreciate the support. I know the kiddos do. They're having a great time with this. And I think that's what this is all about. It's about mentorship. That's the only way to grow as an artist and as a musician. And probably one of the most profound ways to grow as a person is just have good mentors in your life. And that's what we're working to provide.
Absolutely. And I think too, back to having Ruben be a mentor in our lives, which is part of how this show even was possible. He invited us to come perform at the Auditorio Nacional. And without any mentors, we would never have the opportunities that we've had. And we want to be able to pass that kind of opportunity to all these young people in Kansas City. So Artist Mentorship's mission is based on leveraging everything that we've been given to give that to the next generation, because that's how we've been treated. And actually, I have a wonderful clip of after we performed at the Auditorio, Ruben invited us to join him backstage. And as we're talking about all this stuff, I think it would be very fitting to watch that. So this is a moment from right after our set, right before he goes on. he wanted to share a few words about why he invited us and what that means.
That's why this is a very prestigious place in Mexico. So let them shine. You know, if I come in, then everyone's going to be looking at me, and that's all they're going to talk about. Oh, Rubén salió con la... No. Estará hablando usted. Sí. You know what I mean? No, gracias. No, you have to have your own time. Yeah, you know. Yo pensé en eso. Not that I didn't want to do it. Right. So I thought about it and I said, this is not what they need. We need to be seen on your own terms. You know, your own way. In the future, next time, you know, we got something, then you doing a gig, and then I can go. I can show up like a guest. You know what I mean? But it's their gig. So we were going to talk about their gig and Mike making movies invited to them. Yeah. Right now it was like, it's too much. It was like, oh, me. It's like, you know, so, just so you know, I had a long talk to you, very nice to know you. I talked to, you know, I bounced what I thought with Daniel, you know, and he got it. Yeah. But the really thing was this, when we did the press conference, that guy, the way he phrased it, I was like, that's really what made me go, okay. Because I kind of thought of it, but I thought, maybe I'm thinking too much. And then first thing the guy says, pop! That was the first guy opened his mouth. Yeah. And what I did, like, no. This is your moment, your gig, your thing, your 45 minutes, you do it, you know. Or now tomorrow, the review is you. Not me.
It's very nice. Yeah, thank you.
I'm fucking old.
The
Wow.
wisdom that comes with age.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't have put it more plainly. The guys hadn't seen that clip. I literally watched that earlier this afternoon for the first time. Had not relived it since then. I wonder if that sparked anything for you two.
Oh man, just the honor of having his mentorship. I mean, when we put out No Te Calles, we learned a lot about how to speak to a moment, and how to speak to a message. He put me through kind of like a master class of how to do interviews and how to represent yourself in a way that is true to your art and doesn't detract from it. So, I mean, that's like the closing of that No Te Calles chapter.
Yeah, and I feel like now we have to invite him to a Making Movie show. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. That's what he was asking for. Looks like Young Almighty. I'm going to try to bring you back in. Looks like you're connected again. Duncan, did you watch the clip? Did you see that?
Yes. Oh my goodness, bro. Let's go. That is Duncan Burnett from Olathe, Kansas, standing next to the GOAT, which means greatest of all time, Ruben Blades. And my man is just giving me the spiritual knowledge just to grow and live. And come on. I'm killing it, guys. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm killing it. I made a movie and making movies, man. I am so excited. I didn't even know that he recorded that or we recorded that. And you know, it's hard to be yourself when you're being recorded, but man, the El Maestro is just, he's a poet. The man is amazing. That was great. Changed my life.
Yeah. He never minces words either. He always says exactly what he meant to say. I mean, he was
Man,
referring
it was so
there.
beautiful.
Yeah, he was referring there to the press conference that had happened the day before, and just they immediately wanted to talk about Ruben and, you know, why is Ruben doing this thing with this band, you know, Ruben's new band, and that's why he wanted to really make a distinct separation between us and him and let us have our time on the stage and shine on the stage. Really, what an incredible opportunity and wisdom. I mean, we appreciate that so much. So anyway, I'm just feeling that right now. It's hard not to get a little emotional.
For sure.
Totally. And that's what we're doing Friday. We learned these lessons and we're passing them on. We're building a stage for these young people so they can shine and do their thing. And you don't learn to do any of that stuff unless someone else shows you how to do it. And so it's on all of us to just keep that river flowing, keep passing that down. And so as we learn something, you got to create a vehicle to pass that down. So Thursday night, that's what that's about. You can be in the room. Friday night, it's these young people. And Saturday, we didn't even really dig into it, but we're talking to Memphis legends, Boo Mitchell, whose dad, Willie Mitchell, recorded Al Green. He's done stuff. He did Uptown Funk. He has Grammys. But we're talking about the legacy, the inheritance of legacy. Deborah Barnes, who sang with Ray Charles. Cedric Burnside, who's the grandson of R.L. Burnside, the Country Hill Blues legend.
Reverend
Hodges played organ, Al Green stuff. And then Terrence Simeon, who's with his daughter, the same thing. And it's like, that's how this works. You have to pass it down. And you all are helping us do that. And you can continue to help us do that by supporting artist mentorship. And again, the text to give is 816-208-9494. Text Americana. And there's other ways you can support too. We didn't talk about the last thing is the VIP ticket. So it's VIP to a virtual event, obviously, not really a VIP ticket in a traditional sense. What you get is you get a cocktail kit from Mean Mule and a dinner kit, a taco kit. You can pick vegetarian options or different combinations from The Bite, one of our favorite restaurants, immigrant owned. Both are locally owned businesses with a real heart to help the community. So you're helping local businesses. And by buying that ticket, by getting your dinner through us, you're helping raise money for artist mentorship to continue to do this work. So we appreciate everybody who tuned in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you all for sticking around with us. This was fun, letting us get all the kinks out so that the major events later this week, the kids stage and all that, we will have it slick by then.
Exactly. So I guess, Diego, do you have something queued up for everybody?
You know, I do. So every show, before every show, we have a pre-show ritual. And JC, how did we come about this pre-show ritual?
We were on tour with Alex Cuba, and he showed us this move.
Well, he realized that I have no dance skills.
Yeah,
he was trying to get me to.
Enrique is
he was
very.
trying to get my hips to work, and he realized they don't work.
He cannot do it. We need to oil him up a little bit. But yeah, so he showed us this move called El Vacunao, and it has stuck since that day, and it is a little ritual that I think we'll forever get to do, and I can't wait till we get to do it again before we go and play live shows. So
yes.
But in that same vein, everybody please stay safe, wear your masks, tell your family.
And Vacunao is like a vaccine anyways.
Yes, exactly.
So let's pray for a vaccine for COVID.
Vaccine, social distance, all that. We're obviously not social distancing, but we are safe. We are good.
We took tests to do this.
So we're good. And so please stay safe out there. And thank you again for everybody for joining us. And we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow for the chat and everything else going on Friday and Saturday. So we'll leave you with El Vacunao.
What is American music? And what does it mean to me?
Are you ready for Americana TV?